All right, hello. This video is going to go over number 13 from section 4.4 day 2. And this is a systems of equations question, which we did in chapter 3. And the tricky part is it has 3 equations and 3 variables instead of our normal 2 variables and 2 equations. So it's a good challenge, but a lot of it is just honestly just playing around and kind of doing some manipulation and until you get it to work out. Kind of the big picture of this, what I'm going to do is I want to try to get this equation so it has only one variable in it. So basically I want to write n in terms of p and d in terms of p, pennies. Or, I mean, you could also get it with just n or just d. But when I played around, the easiest way was to get these all to be p. So basically if I can get like p plus 3p, man, that's bad writing, plus 5p, maybe I'll try to rewrite this. That is garbage. Okay, so my big picture goal is basically to get this equation to only have p in it, like this first one, only pennies. And then like if I could add all these up here, this would combine to be like 4 plus one more should be like 5 times p equals 9.8. Right? And then I could divide by 5 and I would get p, and then I could plug it in to find the other variable. So that's kind of my grand strategy, and it just takes kind of a lot of guess and check. All right, and so the kind of the breakthrough moment when this took me about 10 minutes to do, but the breakthrough moment was I'm going to realize I'm going to double this equation so that I could get 50 dimes and 50 dimes. So if I double this blue one, that would just be 20 nickels plus 6 pennies has to equal 50 dimes. Okay, and so how this is valuable is now that it's 50 dimes here and 50 dimes, I want to take this statement and plug it in place of 50 dimes right here. And sorry for the bad handwriting. My computer is so slow, it like apparently can't handle this. Right, but I'm going to take out the 50 dimes down here and replace it with 20 nickels plus 6 pennies. Okay, replace that and then equals the other side, which was 18 nickels plus 10 pennies. Okay, and now I'm going to clean this up a little bit. So I'm going to take away 18 nickel from both sides. And so we have 6 pennies. And then on this side, we just have 10 pennies. Okay, and now I'm going to minus, sorry, this is 2 nickels, minus 6 pennies. So we get 2 nickels is equivalent in weight to 4 pennies. Okay, and then just to make it a little bit even cleaner from there, I can divide by 2 and say a nickel is equal to 2 pennies. Okay, so back up to my original equation here. Now I know this nickel is worth 2 pennies. Okay, so any place I have nickel, I can replace it with 2 pennies. Okay, so I still need to do this for dimes, right? So I'm going to go back, and now that I have this fact that a nickel is equal to 2 pennies, I can use that kind of in multiple different places. So I'm going to try to get another color here. Hopefully that shows up okay. Right, and I'm going to take this statement right here and say, okay, I want to substitute for like dimes in terms of pennies. So I'm going to say this 10 nickels, but I'm going to take the nickel out and replace it with 2 pennies. So I'm going to say 10, but then instead of nickel, I'm going to put 2 pennies there, plus 3 pennies equals 25 dimes. Man, sorry for the bad handwriting. I'm really struggling to write good on here. Okay, and then now I'm going to clean this up and get D, right? Kind of get D alone and replace it over here. So 10 times 2 pennies is 20 pennies, plus the 3 pennies equals 25 times D. So now add 20 pennies and 3 pennies, so that's 23 pennies equals 25 dimes. Sorry about that. This is in the way. Ugh. Anyways, 23 pennies is equal to 25 dimes. So now if I divide by 25, sorry for the bad handwriting, the dimes is equal to 0.92 times penny. I can't handle this. I don't know. My writing thing is so bad here, but my dime is equal to 0.92 pennies. Okay, so coming back up here now, this dime I can replace is equivalent to 0.92 pennies. Which makes sense. A dime is a little bit less than a penny in weight. Okay, so now if I rewrite this equation, I have it all in terms of P. So I have P plus 2P, because a nickel is worth 2P, and a dime is worth 0.9 in weight, I guess, 0.92 penny, and that all equals the 9.8. Okay, so now I'm going to add these up. So 1P plus 2P is 3P, plus 0.92 is 3.92P. Man, I hate this thing. I don't know why I can't write. Okay, and then if you divide by 3.92, we get a penny is equal to 2.5, I think. Okay, so that's the weight of a penny. Okay, and then I kind of ran out of space here, but a nickel is worth twice what a penny is. So if a penny is 2.5, then a nickel, I'm just going to double that to get 5. All right, so essentially I'm going to put 2.5 in here, and that means nickel is 5. And now dime must be whatever's left over, right? So penny plus nickel plus dime was 9.8. So if I add penny and nickel, that's 7.5. So 7.5 plus the weight of a dime, a single dime, is 9.8. Okay, and then if we minus 7.5 from both sides, sorry, that's 9.8. Minus 7.5, we get 2.3, and that would be the weight of our dime. Okay, so that's a pretty involved question, pretty complex, but you just gotta, mess around and keep doing substitutions and manipulating the equations until you get the different weights. So sorry for the poor handwriting. Hopefully that helps. Thanks for watching.